Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So in this video I want to cover Cardano. We have been covering Cardano for a while now, and in the last video I talked about we might see an oversold bounce in Cardano. The bounce did not live for too long. That was a pretty short-lived bounce, and that's what we have been getting in Cardano. Haven't seen any sustainable bounce as of yet. Whatever the bounce we are getting is being sold at. So let's start with the daily. Actually, I was looking at the weekly. I'll cover weekly in a little bit, but let's start with the daily, and we can go from there. All right. So Cardano have initially made the highs around like a $1 mark. Since then it have been selling off in this downtrend. It's tried to make few bounce here and there, but nothing that was like absolute reversal out of this downtrend that we have been following for almost a month now. So we have been in this steady downtrend in Cardano for almost a month, and it's just becoming way too oversold at this point, and it will reverse. That's the thing, but it's the timing of it, the exact point. It's anybody's guess. It's hard to it's really hard to pinpoint the bottom, and you shouldn't try to pinpoint the bottom. When you're trying to pick the bottoms, try to go with the smaller amounts. So even in the case you have not picked the absolute bottom, you have still enough firepower to buy in at lower prices and get the better price average. All right, and when you're trying to pick those bottoms, make sure you are you're keeping those the stop losses are quite tight, and you're not going all in with your position. Okay, that being said, Cardano is in the steady down channel. It's almost like a falling wedge channel that's going on with Cardano. It's pretty oversold. The MACD histogram is about to turn bullish. The sticks are trying to become positive. So let's see if we can get it in this weekend into the next week that is coming. So I'm pretty hopeful in Cardano that we will see some bounce that will be a little bit more than 5-6% that we have been getting so far on the oversold bounce. All right, so Cardano again is pretty oversold right now. It's trading around 22 cents. This is the pair at ADA to BTC, and this data is from Bittrex. Let's look at the deal weekly. I want to cover weekly real quick. All right, so weekly, if you can see that, if you count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you let me zoom in. So only 1 day out of 9 weeks, only 1 week out of nine weeks, Cardano had a bullish positive week. So that's pretty significant sell-off in Cardano in this last 9 weeks, and I think it's due for the reversal. It's coming at the major support, which is at 20 cents. 20 cents is the major support in the Cardano that you will definitely have decent action on. So Cardano, it's looking very a very good trade. The risk to reward is looking very good in Cardano right now, in my opinion. Couple of times we have called it out, but those the bounces did not live long enough. So that's the when you're going with this trade, when you're trying to pick those bottom, either you go with a very low amount, or either you try to have very tight stop losses. So you can have a couple of scenarios, couple of strategies that you can use. Really depends on your risk tolerance. So it's very individual, and really depends on how you how active you are with your trade, and how you like to place your trades. Okay, so I wanted to quickly cover Cardano, and now let's look at the so that's weekly again. I think is due for a reversal at least in near maybe this weekend or into next week. I have a feeling it should reverse. We'll find out. So I mean, just because it looks like it, does it mean that it's going to happen? No. I mean, it can go down to 20 cents. It definitely can, but the odds are that it's becoming oversold, and it's, you know, it's the MACD is also trying to go into the bullish territory, and 9 weeks out of 9 weeks, only 1 week was it was in positive though. So the odds are in a little bit sliding to the bulls' favor right now. So we will find out hopefully soon if it can reverse. But I like Cardano as a trade at this point with good trade management strategies. Okay, let's look at the 4-hour. Okay. All right. So again, the 4 hours, it's quite oversold. So I mean, this is due for a bounce. Cardano is due for a bounce, so it's just a matter of time that it will. So hopefully sooner rather than later, but it's definitely due for a bounce. And if we can get out of this with this falling wedge action, if we can get out, clear those 26 zone, then that could be quite bullish. So initial resistance gonna be around 24-25 cents, and then it's gonna be around 28, and then into 30 cents. Okay, so that's pretty. If you're picking up Cardano at 22 cents right now and you're going to 30 cents, that's a very nice trade. Okay, that's a lot of. So if you let's take a look at it. Let's say if you're starting a stop position right here, and you're putting your first target at 30 cents. That's going to be around 28%, and obviously you want to keep your stop losses a little bit tighter on this one. So hopefully you can see this. So so your downside risk, it should be around 3%, and your upside potential is going to be, well, 3 to 5% on the downside, and the upside you have about 28%. So yeah, again, once you get into this trade, like, you know, it's better to make sure you put your stop losses at your break even once the trade starts moving in your direction, so that way you cannot go wrong with those trade. But the volume is starting to pick up on the downside, which tells me that the sellers who wanted to sell it, they are getting out of Cardano, and the remaining ones will be the buyer. So I do like this trade here, and I think this could be a good trade into next week. So hopefully Cardano won't disappoint, and we can have a good run in Cardano soon. All right. So everything so far I think is looking. The MACD, if you can look at this MACD as well, you know, there's a divergence here in the MACD. What do I mean by the divergence? Is like, you know, the MACD is going up in the uptrend while the prices are falling in the downtrend. That's what I mean by the divergence. Okay. All right. So this is one of the coin that I have even you know, I would be, the team behind this coin is very bullish as well. I mean, this team who are working on the Cardano project, they're quite good, and they're very driven and passionate about their project. So the fundamental is also really good in this coin. So again, I remain bullish in Cardano, and I'm hoping for a turnaround in Cardano fairly soon. Okay. All right. So that's all, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I will cover some more altcoins, like maybe tonight or maybe into early in the morning tomorrow. Okay. Talk to you soon. Good night.